Padmaja Gandhi, self-motivated entrepreneur, having my own organization about the British Library. As I said, we are also associated with the British Council. I'm trained by them, as well as the Cambridge University, and in the process of training under the peers. I take guest lectures in corporates, in universities. I do TV sessions, and my teaching is my passion. I'm also a sales and marketing head of an IT company in Bangalore, and I'm also a HR and training head of 2 more companies, which has got is the words that we speak. Now, the worst punishment a human being would get in his life is a jail, if you look at it in an official tone. Now, what is that? What happens in a jail? A jail, yes, like what your government talks or your minister talks, your basic amenities, roti, kapda, makan. Yeah, you get everything there, right? Food really is that you don't have anybody to communicate and you're isolated. So man's first urge, wherever you're going for your academics, the professors speak, you pick up the language there. That is, language is learnt only through imitation. Do you have a Chinese accent? Do you have a Korean accent? Do you have an American accent? It's a very simple, easy, adaptable language, English. Because that is the binding language, and that is your corporate language, and that is your communication language today. So it is a must and should aspect for you to present all your thoughts. It is a medium that glues all of us together. So it's just playfully human, I should say. So how do I pick up that? Now, if you look at your Hindi or your Telugu, for example, which I can quote looking at the regional approach here, in English you just have a string of just 26 letters. Whereas when you take the subject of Hindi or Telugu, you have one on the right, one on the left, one underneath, one above. Yes? Sometimes a combo of 3 or 4. English, you don't have that. So what do I do in my pronunciation? Well, I'm not asking you to get into a tedious task of picking up the accent. Today it is just the neutral accent. And try to imitate the person whom you are seeing. It is not a mistake. If you try to walk like somebody, if you try to dress like somebody, yeah, that could be a criticism. But language, definitely you have to be copying from somebody, only then it gets into your mind. So what do I do with the words? I don't bring the words out of my stomach. I don't sit on the words. I say it very, very superficially from the tip of my lip. If the word is long, it's very big. What I'm going to do is, I'm just going to drag it. Then the beauty comes and the accent comes. Can all see me this side? Now when you're watching TV, the softer and the way you drag it, it has got beauty in it. Don't stress the words too much. Arrow button down here. It is just, you can just get the full screen. Low, yeah. Aptitude and skill. Your aptitude leads to your skill. Continuously when you learn something, it becomes a skill. Your carpentry or your surgery, whatever it is, you call it a medical or a non-medical word. Anything that is done in a continuous process is most adaptable, and Indians have the credit of adding a lot of words to the Oxford dictionary. It's not dictionary, it is dictionary. Okay, and now if you start looking at a lot of words, then it is definitely a problem. But today, anything and everything is acceptable. There is no harsh stress on any kind of pronunciation. It is a schedule or a schedule. You can say it anywhere. Direction. That is ma and pa. Mom and pop, whatever you call it. Mother and father. The root word is Sanskrit. So we have our contribution. And if you look at your English, oh, he's a communication guru. The mantra that I have for your prosperity. Pajama, bazaar, these are all Indianized words. Again, we have coined a new term. It still may not be in Oxford, but we call it communicology. Okay, what do we call it? Communicology. So, we are looking at different skills. So, when you look at your skills, it's your mathematics or memory, but then I am going to stress on what is called your social conversations. There are different aspects, the way you sit. After you have the booklet with you, you might all change your posters, the way you're sitting, the way you're looking at each other. Now if you look at your Chinese approach, or let's look at a global approach. Suppose I give you something very nice, or it's very, very tasty. With your hand gesture, how are you going to express something that's really wonderful? Can you show me your finger? She did this, right? Please, I want you to forget this, except in India, the other parts of the globe. Don't ever use this. Don't ever use this. This is going to send an... Okay? Yes or no? Yes. And can you come here once? Yeah. Thumb. Can you see the thumb? Yes? Now when he shakes the hand, his thumb is touching my hand. Yes or no? Please don't touch that. And don't put it out also completely. It should be in such a way that it is not touching, but it should have a slight gap, because especially when you are shaking hands with the opposite gender. Caretaker of a big household. If I had to put it in slang, she's a woman who runs a red light area. So what should I do? How should I address a lady? You should address a lady as ma'am. Am I clear? As okay, the juicy part. Yeah, so, and how should your attire be? Normally, high neck, closed for the women, formals, these are the things that are worn. And Chinese, what you need to understand is when they wear shoes and all, they normally wear very, very tight shoes, because for them small feet is one of the beauty, would get it very easily. Not many are in that height or personality. So they are expected to send around aroma to a lot of people. I would just put it in gentle wear aroma. Be very careful on those lines. Lipsticks, women, please avoid using others' personal objects. Combs, clean component. You're getting into the medical profession. Today there are a lot of contaminous stuff that is happening, and I'm sure you are going to tell me a lot of things next time, more than me. But then today there are a lot of aids that will help you to keep yourself absolutely clean. And then when we go to the next situation, I would say, what is the Chinese culture and language? Your language, are you into the language learning? And this is always online. You can work on your skill set. You can improve your language ability. Like you were talking about the word good. Awesome. Got it? You don't drive it. You don't raise the accelerator there. You don't have the driving sound there. That should not drive the car. It's just a car. It's just a car. You don't sit on the word again. It's just a car. Cards for yourself and carry it when you go to a restaurant. Not restaurant or hotel. It's a hotel. It's a hotel. It's easy when you type a word, even in your thesaurus in English, and you press on the mic button, it gives you the pronunciation. For example, in a hotel, you have two rooms sometimes in a hotel. The first one, the ante room, and then another bedroom. Two rooms together is called S-U-I-T-E. It's a suite. It's a suite. S-U-I-T-E is a suite. So it's a suite. It's an ante room and a main room. Two rooms together. What we get in a hotel is a suite. So there are a lot of pronunciations like that which you might be messing up totally. If you have a doubt, just go to thesaurus.com, type the word and press the mic button, and you will not cut a sorry figure, because that will become your permanent, nickname. You all have your teachers and all nicknames, isn't it? Yes or no? With whom I was working. And then in those days we never had cell phones, and we had only a landline, and then you had to call your PP. So somebody asked, a person who didn't know was open enough to ask, what is a PP? So you know the actual logic that the other lady she gives is, PP is pakawala. To ask me some questions right now. Was it an interesting session? Yeah? No? You ask? Did I wake you up from your sleep? Not at all. Did I add some sleep? Of course. Any questions? That's it? Not yet. Thank you very much. It was a nice session.
Thank you.